I think we talked about the GDP growth, and automobile industry is a main driver for manufacturing. So if you see any activities in manufacturing, whether welding, painting, assembly, in any activities, automobile is leading. And why automobile is leading? Because mobility is life. For all of us, mobility is life. Even for coming here, mobility is life. So I think the driver for automation has been automobile, and it has been in terms of disruption today. If you really see the manufacturing, which is key for GDP, and the mobility is life, and we are signatory of Kyoto Protocol, Paris Protocol, which drives the all regulations coming to picture. So we are in a process of real change in the market. I'll try to talk about how AI is helping, how it's gone to the grassroots level in another 10 minutes, and see what are the challenges we have still facing. So if you really see, and I come from TVS Motor, and we also make moped, scooter, motorcycles, mobility, and we also design and develop motorcycles for BMW, Germany, and we are the only factory away from Germany put up in India, and 1 in every 3 vehicles sold all over the world is made by TVS Motor and made in Hosur. And that's a major thing which we're trying to talk about. And we also talk about many activities of exports. Quality is the key for us. I think if you see our moped is an LCV on two-wheeler today. As you can see all villages, every area. And India is growing. So that's why I come into picture that since it is growing and since there is disruption, we as customer are causing this disruption. We are this customer demanding many things from two-wheelers, many things from automobile. And I'll try to bring in push-pull activities in terms of the government regulations. I think we talked about government regulations today. We have already signed, and Mr. Modi said, no, we have to go to BS6 when we are not even BS3 in emission norm. We changed the entire thing, and at that point of time, we said it's impossible. But today, India is leading the environmental in terms of two-wheelers and three-wheelers. We are really leading. We are BS6 when other countries are BS5 and Euro 5, we are BS6. And there's a push, definitely push is required. And this will help in terms of Skill India, enablers also. Similarly, there is pull from all of us. The India is growing because of all the competition here and the customer. And that's the area where global supply for India, and we are supplying to all over the world and this area. But this is driven by 4 or 5 changes which we find in terms of the product, in terms of the EV change. I'll come slowly into that EV change because it is not only battery. Today talking about hybrid, talking about emission norms, we're talking about hybrid areas of every area, hydrogen coming to picture. Second thing is manufacturing. Manufacturing is totally changing in terms of lightweighting. Whatever we did 10 years back, 15 years back, even day before yesterday, it is changing today. Because it is a requirement of the market itself to be competitive. Two-wheeler, three-wheeler and four-wheeler are most competitive. The margins are low. Volumes are high, varieties are high in India. Why? Because India is a very young country. We have to make for the rural market, we have to make for the urban market, we have to make to the outside exports also. So another thing which is happening is in terms of the cost competitiveness. Cost competitiveness comes by traceability, by transparency. Hence AI, hence digital tools are the enablers for us. So I'm talking about how we are trying to do it. But these are the requirements. We should know what is the purpose AI is coming to picture. So in our case, we are using TPM, TQM, all areas. But can we put all the learnings to AI? Can we make it speeder product development? Can we develop speeder process development? That is a concept in which AI is trying to develop now. And cost competitiveness is, it always they say increase in capex. But definitely we should look into the overall picture. The quality is improving. The lead time is coming down. Hence, we need to look at this into the 6M approach. In all areas of AI and ML, we should not jump into implementing it unless we overall look at 6M approach. In terms of the materials, in terms of including the EV battery changing happening, the things happening in the world where we are there. Manufacturing, since we have got old machines, we are a 60-year-old company, we have old machines. We can't say every time bring all automation. How to automate an existing lines, how to make the machine talk, how to make the spindles talk, how to make the product talk. This is the purpose for which we are trying to use AI. So I think we should always understand that this is the area in which we should focus more, why we are trying to do and how we are trying to implement it. This drives cost. Cost becomes transparency. Unless we know where are the wastages, If you really see Japanese consultants coming to India, everyone says everything is a waste. If you inspect, it is a waste. If you transport, it is a waste. Are we capturing it? We are not. So hence sensorization of the old machines, getting data from the old machines. And that data is so powerful, which makes AI powerful. So in TVS Motor, we changed the entire concept of how to use advanced tool to the basic machine, to the basic every area of work, including the operator who is doing it. Similarly, maintenance. Can we have no breakdowns? Can the machine talk saying that, no, my spindle is having a problem, I need to change during this Sunday, so that we don't have a problem in our production. So we need to look at productivity. Why productivity? Again, is cost competitiveness. And in terms of skill, because every time today, if you really see, everyone wants to go to software industry, mechanical industry, they say, wait, it's a dirty industry, no, difficult to work. But we have changed the concept of automation, simpler automation inside the factory. Make it simpler, make it visible to the factory, so that people will come to our area. And working along with universities, working along with institutions, IISc, every area of work. So it is a combined approach, integral approach, which is important for today's work. Similarly, if you really see, it's applicable everywhere. Any manufacturing you take, whether automobile, whether aerospace, I think the principles of application of it when there's a challenge is going to be important. And of course, miniaturization challenges, and in terms of the entire area. In TVS Motor, we believe in tattvas. When India is growing, we believe our culture will be the differentiator. Our culture of tattvas, application of Jal, Vayu, and how it can be integrated with latest technologies of AI. So we are trying to bring all the learnings of sensorization, IoT, POK into all areas of tattvas. And that will give you human civilization growth. So the purpose is very, very important in our case. So I'm a strong manufacturing person. I strongly believe that if manufacturing is successful, every other area is successful. This is one thing in mind. Hence, sensorization, digitization, and there is a change between speed and velocity, which are trying to work. Velocity, we can always go forward, back, we should come back to the old position, learn, go back, fail early, come back and activity and deliver. So that's why I feel velocity is important in manufacturing. Velocity is important for the growth of our GDP. And over the period of time, a lot of technologies have come into picture. You have seen lean manufacturing, TPM, TQM, you know, anything has come to India, and we are trying to work towards it, and we are trying to adopt it faster. Future or now will be integrated of all the activities. Combination of TPM, TQM, EHS, the combination of all the things which will take to what is the perceived value, what is value-driven manufacturing. That's the area where AI, IoT, POK has been trying to apply. And it is changing towards zero defect. There is nothing like PPM, there is nothing like chalta hai, no, absolutely zero means zero defect. Because every one of us are customers for us. You go and buy a fridge, you say even a small scratch, you don't accept it. In two-wheeler, which is designed in India, made for Indian roads, we feel we are the maximum exporter for African countries, where there are no roads. Designed here, developed here, and you're able to deliver in Africa and many countries. Hence, zero defect, perceived value, on time. Normally, we call it QCD. All of us talk about quality, cost, delivery. Now it is changing to quality, cost, time. If you're not able to deliver on time, you are lost. You will miss the bus also in a way. So it's important to know that time is an essence for us. Why it is important on AI for us? I talked about EV. EV is not the only thing. There are so many alternate fuels coming in. We don't know which is the next fuel coming after 4 years, but there is a demand for it. Hydrogen coming into picture. How you are able to use hydrogen in two-wheelers or three-wheelers. Hence, we have to be flexible. Hence, we have to be agile, adapt to different purposes which we have. Hence, the purpose of AI is working on towards it. We try to work towards process automation, work towards small POK, and ensure the product design improvement, learnings of the previous areas, ROI calculation, energy management. These are the areas of application with a purpose that we are able to have quality, cost, delivery, in terms of environment and in terms of the entire efficiency of the entire area. This drives the new product also. So we are trying to work from the process driven into the product, autonomous driving, or maybe in two-wheeler may be a challenge, but definitely bring safety into picture, helmet safety, process safety, and other areas. So I just want to bring in a picture in which we are trying to work on all the areas of machining, because today everything is changing. And we have to be adopting to the new technologies. And we said, where are we in terms of handling, in terms of sensorization, in terms of the quality, feeding of the components to the exactly requirements, lean manufacturing, capturing the waste in our areas, and then driving towards the product. Yeah, this is the area in which we're trying to use Industry 5.0 in terms of cobotics, in terms of AGVs, using of the change in terms of additive manufacturing, and make it simple. Let the machine talk. So we went into the supplier end and said, no, nobody will invest so much. So we said, we increase our only one add-on light to our machine, which machine can talk. Spindles can talk. And just one of the examples, there are so many examples in which where the cost can come down. We're talking about initial investment. Everyone said, no, very heavy investment to work on AI. We're trying to reduce the cost, make it effective, and make it so we trying to work from the framework of decision, data, and definitely deliver. So in terms of combination of it between physical world, cyber world, and how to make it that's very important for us to have continuous improvement. And this area in a factory, all of us are working. Please come to a factory. We are trying to use Industry 5.0, Kobo inside a factory, working along with the operator. All of you are welcome. And traceability every area. Because anyone sold over the world, we should have traceability, ensure that we know who has done it, and that's important of the purpose of AI. And this is an area in which AutoJet, it helps the automation, it helps the inventory, which helps the cost down, and hence the customer satisfaction of delivery. The main thing which I like to think is, we're talking about suppliers, but where are we today? We are just 15% is still digital adaptation, still not enough. We have to drive, we have to bring cluster into picture. So we are working together with many of the suppliers to increase this digital enablement to get the benefit. And definitely AI is the area in which the digital manufacturing is happening, and additive manufacturing is changing the entire world, and we are very much true to this. And working towards sustainability. Every sensor, including water, including air, including the energy, we can make use of AI and say how we are able to develop inside India, outside India. I like to live a point here is it should be a roadmap, go systematically into it, and definitely is a major benefit for us. And we find that we're talking about higher end, but let's give basic importance. We have to have strategy to have drive towards the basics. And we went through the motivation, other areas. One thing which I like to have, we're talking about VUCA world. We're talking VUCA is always negative, saying that no, it's volatile, uncertain, complex, ambiguous. I'd like to change saying that it's a positive VUCA. We have to have vision in our mind and say that we have the value add and ensure that understanding and untapped potential of our people and drive this through 6 C's. We have energy in our area as a leadership team here, energy among ourselves. We should energize our own team in our area, empathy to listen to other areas, including supplier, including operator, and ensure embrace new technology which we have, and environment sustainability. Thank you. The reason is, next is customer focused manufacturing, which is going to be the key for all of us. Thank you very much for the opportunity.